Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while since I've posted a video, and it's because I've been working on this monstrous task. Now, I am by no stretch of the imagination a strong builder, and certainly not like the the big YouTubers. I'll post a little list here of builders I think you should follow if that's what you're into in your gameplay. I'm usually a gameplay girly, but I thought, why not? So over the last week, I've been challenging myself to rebuild everyone's home in Newcrest. There were 13 houses all up, I think. And I've tore them all down, gave them their own personalities, and I've uploaded them all to the gallery, so if you want to play with them, you can. But let's go check it out. I'm super excited to show you. I cannot wait. So here we are in Newcrest. As you can see, all the houses and lots of filled. We're going to go through them. I haven't touched Molly's in Circuit. Obviously, that build was perfect. And I haven't touched the restaurant or spa that I had put in anyway. I'm only talking about the residential homes that currently have some of Melbourne's drag and nightlife personalities living within them. So let's start at the top, I suppose, with the heady flaunts, and we'll just make our way down. Lost, strap yourselves in, girls. It's gonna be a big video. Okay, stop the game. So this is the Henny Flaunt's house, which, if you remember from when they went wild, was just 4 bunks in 1 bedroom. There was a little pool, and not a whole bunch of living space for them. So my lot challenge for this house was using base game items only. I was nervous to do it, but debug helped. And also, I've been watching video after video after video after video after video after video after video on Sims building. So I was really chuffed with how this turned out. Let's take a look, shall we? Straight up, we've got a 3-story manse. It looks very middle American, like the type of house you'd see in Steel Magnolias. I love it, love it. This is the patio. I put a little table out here. I could just imagine the girls out there drinking their iced tea, spilling the tea on a hot day. Gnomes, for some reason, I just think they're so cute. Let's check out the house though, shall we? Our front like foyer. We've got some gorgeous little clothes racks. It's a little fish bowl. There's a goldfish in there and everything. Then we're going to come through pretty standard Midwestern kitchen. You get these are my favorite benches. They're called the escargot counters, Sims, and I just think they're really super versatile. They give you a nice clean look. They're also base game as well, which is great that you have something so rich looking in the base game. I love it. We've got the hanging pots and pans, nice block. We're going to swing around here to the dining room. A bit of quiet luxury here. And then through here. So this, when I originally built it, was going to be like a conservatory and sunroom. Turned it into a study and just a place where they can work on their skills, like their logic skills. Most of my builds, the trademark will be that there is a water feature, like aquatic activity. This is a really small lot. I think it's 15 by 20, which is the smallest lot you can get in The Sims, but I have managed to fit a little jacuzzi out there for the girls. We're going to come up here to the 2nd floor. We've got bedrooms aplenty. I did have to squeeze in the world's smallest living room here. So it's just kind of like on the landing in the 2nd floor, but I think it's enough. It's enough for them. But somehow managed to find space for some massive bedrooms. I wanted the bedrooms to be massive because it's an older style house and you do get larger rooms in there. Now, I've kept the rooms on this floor identical. The feeling I was going for was like they've inherited the house. These are generational wealth pieces of furniture that come with the house. You could never get rid of your great-grandmother's dresser, that sort of stuff. So they match on both sides. Some lovely little floral arrangements, some side lamps. Through here we've got the bathroom. The bathroom itself is pretty standard. This house it's not bare bones. There's still plenty of them to do. So this was the first time I'd ever built a lattice patio. you do it with fences and walls and stuff like that. It's really cool, and it's a really effective and cheap way to build some, unique shaded areas in your build. I was quietly chuffed when I finally figured it out. So this is a lattice patio. I put flowers over it to provide coverage and shelter and shade. Then up here we've got 2 more bedrooms. Once again, identical to each other. Oh, we've got a nice little study in there, some bookshelves, and the bathroom. Overall, I think it's a massive improvement on what the house used to be. There's no pool, but they do have their own space to live, and I was really, really proud of myself for being able to do this all with base game, as I said, as a relatively low-skilled builder. So that's the Henny Flaunt house. Let's go check out the next one. Okay, so living next door to the Henny Flaunts are Isis Avis Loren and her drag daughter Max Drag Queen. Okie dokie. So here we are at Max and Isis's house. Now, these are a mother-daughter drag duo who love their long hair. So I thought, I need to do this as Rapunzel and Mother Gothel. Like, it has to be the way. Isis is obviously Mother Gothel. Rapunzel is Max Drag Queen. So this is, I've done them like in tiny homes as well. So they have their own place, but it's all on the same lot. Again, a 20 by 15 lot. So not a huge amount of space, but I think I've done really well with it. So here's what I'm working with. Lovely little like woodsy cabin, spellcaster vibes, and Max is literally stuck in a tower. Like, she's locked in this tower. She can't escape. And that's just the way it is. That's the way the story goes. I didn't write the story, everyone. I just had to make a Sims house based on it. So this is Isis's spellcaster. We'll go down to the bottom floor. Also, can we talk about the land? Sorry, I gotta go back. Look at the landscaping on this. The terraforming. Mum, this is beautiful. This is fairy tale. There's even a little wishing well at the back here. This is landscaping. I'm putting the whore in horticulture, baby. All right, let's go down to ground floor. Tear down that bitch of a bearing wall. All right, so fairly straightforward. It's a tiny house. So we come in. We've got a little lounge room, a little living space there. Little kitchenette. She's not campinette, she's kitchenette. There. Come through to the study. And out on the balcony, we've got afternoon still and a telescope. I love a telescope for a logic skill. And I'm also obsessed with my Sims getting abducted by aliens. Up here, we've got the second floor. Gorgeous little book nook. Little spell books. Little cushions. Little scatter cushion. Got a cut chair here. Little bathroom. I'm going to put the wall up on that, just so you can see it. Everything here is like a deep plum, a deep red. Very Mother Gothel vibes. Here's her bed. Got some candles beside it. And then we go up to the next floor. This is the third floor. We've got the cauldron. We've got a lovely little book nooks and bookshelves on the bay window. More bookshelves. And then come out again. Just a little patio. Just a little landing. A little Knots landing. And because I hate roofing. I do. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I'll put on 1,000 patios before I make a roof. Oh, it's gross. I'm just not good at it. I'm just not good at it. I try and get a bit better at it throughout the game. You'll see I have a few attempts. But no, it's not for me. Then we're going to move on now to Max Drag Queen's little tower. Now this, she doesn't have nice things. Max doesn't have nice things. I'm very sorry, Max. You didn't win Drag Race. You don't deserve nice things. So, shitty little table, terrible chairs, couple of pot plants in there. I mean, look at that. Not even a bin, not even an inside bin. I'd give her an outside trash bin. All used counters, used fridges, used stove. The world's oldest computer on which she's playing Tetris. So look, she has all the things she needs, right? She's trapped, but you can live and survive in this place. We're going to go up the stairs. Single bed. Only single bed. No one's coming over. Who are you having in your bed? You're locked away. So a single bed, terrible little nightstand. Looks like she built it herself. The bathroom is very basic. Just a shower head on some concrete. Dirty old toilet. She does have a nice sink and a nice mirror though. I'm not a monster. I'm not an animal. And of course, she has to have a little balconnoir because how else is she supposed to let down her hair? Now, there is actually a turret. You can see here, there is a turret, but I've taken the floor out so she can't climb it. No beautiful views for Max. You know, if you'd won a challenge, maybe, but you didn't. So you don't get a turret, not access to your turret, which is a shame because it is landscaped beautifully. Oh, you would love it if you could see it, but you can't. Boo-hoo and boo. I think this is. I just think it's a really pretty build, albeit completely sinister. We're going to move on to the next house now. The next house houses 3 DJs. We've got Vigona, Jason Conti, and Dan Murphy in it. This build was so much fun. It is dark-sided, and it took me forever to try and figure out how to do it. This one took me a while, but there's not a lot to it visually, I suppose. But this one took this build took a long time. Let's go check it out. Well, if you haven't figured it out by now, this house is a prison, a literal prison. So David Vigona, Jason Conti, and Dan Murphy are locked up. The only thing they can do for the rest of their sentence is sit there and make 3-minute mega mixes for a 43-year-old obese drag queen whose career just really is. Oh God, I just. You know, I'm 43. I'm 43 and I'm fat, and I just, you know, I can't do the stunts that they need me to do, and excuse me, I gotta go drink some feelings. I'll be right back. No, you know what? Anyone who has shit to say about me can go fuck. I'd like to formally apologise for my outburst last night. It's a new day. Let's carry on with the video, shall we? Great. Okay, so as I was saying, not so loud. As I was saying, David Vigona, Jason Conti, and Dan Murphy are all locked away in a prison-style house where their only task in life is to continue to make me mega mixes. Look, it's an honest living. It's not a glamorous life, but it's an honest one. So let's go check it out, shall we? Firstly, let's check out the exterior. This is Cap. I've got the big spotlights out there in like blue and red to symbolise the police. Big wheel serve and protect thing. Everything is fenced in, entirely fenced in. Around the back, it did not take me very long to landscape this one, shockingly. We've got, you know, the exercise yard where they get to come down, work out, and go back inside. All the fences are barred. I'm going to show you the ground floor. This one is camp. So you come in. This is the visitors area. You know, you can sit down. You've got this terrible green seats. This is the office where you would check in. So you'd register yourself as a visitor. None of the house can actually get into this room. They are all locked out of it. They've got the, you've got your little computer there. This is like a monitoring device. You get this when you achieve a certain level in the detective career, but basically you can put a bug on people and listen to what they're saying. Terrible, terrible old carpets. I love it. You've got all your bulletin boards, your wanted posters, your missing things. It's just so bleak. It's so bleak. Here we go. This is the arts therapy class, hosted by Art Simone. It's a paint and sip. And So they each have an easel there. This is a woodworking area. So they can work on their crafty skills. Because it's all about rehabilitation in the prison system. We've got to get them skills that they can go out into the world with, so that they can pursue a career in performing menial tasks for little to no money. Here we got Vagona. I think that's Vagona. Or is that Conti? No, that's Conti. Conti's got his phone. That's a contraband. That is a contraband device here. No, that's a rider. That's a rider. Sorry, that's going to cost you a Rihanna Megamix. Thank you. Here we go. We've got their kitchen and galley. Now, you might notice, think, Lisa, that's a lot of lives for a kitchen prison. And to that I say, yes, but it's okay. It's important to remember they're not actually criminals. I'm just treating them like one. And I think there's a big difference there. We've got our little library in here, full of just... I love these, like, the green in these chairs is so identifiable as, like, police waiting room. I am obsessed with it. And this is where they have to come and make their mega mixes, obviously. We've got their three DJ booths, and that's where they can produce music for me. We've got, some little vending machines in case they want to get themselves a treat. They do get a telly, 1 hour per day. So this here are the watchtowers where the guards stand. These are their 4 cells. I've given them all a laptop so that they can take their work home with them and continue remixing songs for me while they're all in their cell. Why is that camera? So 4 cells. There are only 3 of them, but just in case I bring another one in. So these are their shower and toilet blocks. Just a shower, a towel, a dunny. But they are prisoners, and I do want them to have a bit of fun. So in the far cubicle, what they've stashed away is a place to make toilet wine. So this is, they call it nectar in the game. So this is where they can make their own nectar. I'm going to let the time elapse a bit because I want you to see one of the features of this prison, and that is that it's haunted. Like every prison, it needs to be haunted. So give me 2 seconds, I'm going to see if I can bring a spirit up. So just while that's happening, I just noticed they're all getting a little too friendly. So I'm very sorry, but you're in here to perform a task. And they could all do a Plonker Zombie track. I don't know what that is. That's right. Make Mummy a song. Pause. Here they are. Here are the spirits. Oh no, I've just missed them. God damn it. Oh no, here's one. Spirits among the house. Little ghosts. Now these are technically not ghosts. These are spirits. And we can actually talk to them, I believe. Or we can interact with them. Commune with spirits. I've never done this before, so this is going to be exciting for me. I hope you're excited too. We'll just wave at them. Oh! I would like Sim. I would like Sim. Alright everyone, so this is my prison house for the DJs. Let's move on to the next one. We've got so many to get through, but this is like... Okay, this is our next house. It's for more DJs. We've got Hayley Marie, Nick J, Rosie Ray, and the ghost of Caroline Springs. Originally, these guys were living in a trailer park, and I did like the idea of still having a trailer park in there, but I've themed it out as if they were like inhabiting or terraforming a new planet. So it's all very alien themed, very space themed, and let's go check it out. So we've got lots of alien grass and bushes and plants all around here. Got look at these little things, they're the cutest! Look at him! Look at his little alien face. Could you just eat it? Oh, I could eat it. Oh, he's good. So I put a few of them around the lot. Little, lucky wonderful alien carnival sock alien. So these, I'm going to put the walls up just so you can see. I've done these out like as if they were like demountable pods on a different planet. So all very utilitarian. Inside we've got the glow at night wallpaper. Inside though, it's still relatively trailer parky. All your basic utensils. They've got your computer. You've got your little pet there, little frog. These are your floating sleep pods. These are so cool actually. I'm going to show you what these do. These are so fun. Also, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What are you doing in your pajamas? Look at this. Look at this. Can you even? Can you even? That's so great. So everyone has their own little sleep pods, a little alien plant garden out the back. Oh, there's a little cow plant. Name it. Missy Lamoo. Missy Lamoo, the cow plant. So I used debug for a lot of this, and that was to get the alien landscaping. Look, to be honest, there's not a lot to this build. I just made it all glow in the dark. Oh, what I did see though, this is an intergalactic portal actually functioning. Let's get Rosie Ray to come and try and attempt alien contact. Maxu? Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Okay, so that one didn't work, but I've got another one in another house and I think it's going to work there because the guy who has it is an actual. But there we have it, kids. Alien or space themed. Oh, there's a fire! Oh, there's a fire! Oh, shit! Haley Marie has burned it down. Oh, we've got a fire. Oh, God! Is Haley alright? Haley's still on fire. Oh, ah! Oh, ah! Oh, look, now I've got to replace that, don't I? Yeah, nice. Clean floor. Well, it's not dirty there. That's coming straight out of your wages. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next house. Okay, so now the lots are starting to get bigger and the builds are getting bigger. So I'm excited about this one. But these are some of my bear friends. I've put them in the game. Each character represents somebody. Not all of them are in this household, so if you don't see yourself, don't get your knickers in a twist. There are other households you just don't live in Newcrest, which is where I have done this rebuild. So as I said, these are bears. So I thought, what if I could put these bears into an actual bear cave? And then I had to figure out how to make a cave that's above the ground and not necessarily a cave, just a cavernous space, which was my nickname in prison. But I spent hours and hours landscaping this house into what I think is something pretty cool, and really, really happy with it. So I wanted to be like, it was a bit of like a Santa Fe mountain vibe. So we've got the rocks all around the house, and it's like a house has been built into this space. So let's start at the ground floor and let's make our way in. So here we go, we've got the foyer. There's a lot of brown here, so we've had to spruce it up with a bit of green. To the right here, we've got our formal dining area. Why is it so dark in here? Because it's a cave. Not a lot of natural light getting in. Okay, we've got our dining room. I'm going to put the walls up for a second. I really wanted to be one of those houses that you can see online where like the natural rock formations are a part of the house, and that's what makes it stronger and more beautiful. So rocks from outside are coming through the walls. They are popping up through the floors. We've built around what was there naturally to build this really beautiful house. Coming through here, we've got our kitchen, all the hanging pots and pans, spice racks, knives, coffee machines, fruit bowls. All your kind of standard stuff. I built a half wall in there just to separate the dining room from the kitchen. Coming through here, we've got a piece of Banksy artwork. We've got our living space, nice and modern. This piece of artwork right here. Now in the game, it's called Space Turkey. Just want you to look at it. It's a butthole, right? It's a giant big butthole. So it had to go into their room, had to go into their living space. Big granite entertainment unit, got the gaming consoles, various awards on it. Got the TV, got the gaming console. You know, modern. This is the first build I started really playing with levels inside the house, not just floors, but like building up platforms and stuff. I was really, really happy with the way it turned out, except And now knowing what I now know is that I haven't put a platform trim on there. Actually, let's do that now. I learned so much like going through this building process. There we go. Oh, see, doesn't that look nicer? I didn't know about any of that like when I first started doing this challenge, and I picked up so much. Now, like every cave, usually has an underground river or a spring, so I've made sure to include that in the build. So they've got the little hot spring bars. You know, there's a torch, a shower, towels, robes, candle lighting. It's nice, it's romantic, it's beautiful. Oh, I'm still in build by mode. Get back into live mode. Yeah, just I thought it'd be cool to have like an underground spring in the cave. Keep us, you know, team with the theme dress tizzy. So that's an overview of the ground floor. It's a nice, luxurious, modern living space. Upstairs is where it gets a little bit more, I suppose, utilitarian. It's kind of where it becomes like a bit of a den. Here we've got one bedroom, not very fancy, but it's got everything you need. It's got your large bed, dresser. This is like the main concave. It actually looks, because it's a cave, it's hollow. So you can actually look down into the ground floor from the second floor. You know, a couple of little single beds there. Another double bed there. All very basic stuff. You know, grand piano. Just bare essentials. Over here, though, is the the big bear book nook. Which look at that chair! Oh, look at it! And a big skelly bed, bit of candles, there's your books. Obviously, rocks and boulders still coming through, featuring heavily in the build. Up here, it's a little grungier. So we've got stone and brickwork. These are just your toilets. You've got 2 showers, 2 toilets. It's a bit of a dorm room. So not like there aren't big, sprawling, beautiful bathrooms. This is just a place for them to shit, shower, shave, and go and live downstairs. Or, if they choose, take advantage of the beautiful balcony. So, up here we've got, you know, a little seated area, chairs and tables. I love that colour combination. It's so beautiful. Very cool, very modern. And just keeping like with the muted, natural themes. We do have a very large outdoor kitchen here as well. So we've got a massive barbecue, fridge, coolers, counters, all done really well. And then just like another hot tub as well. You know, rooftop hot tub. And just some more seated areas, because if you climbed up 3 flights of stairs and you are a bear, chances are you're going to want seating options. So I have provided them too. But God, look at it now. It's like 8:30 at night. It's the golden hour. Such a beautiful time to like kind of get this build in particular. And then we come down to the backyard, which the terrain paint has disappeared from. So out here, just you know, I wanted it to be like a desert oasis. So you've got your rocks leading through your path. It's just full of trees and cactuses. At night, these ones are actually got fairy lights in them, so that's nice. It's a point of cultural difference. In here, you know, you've got your pond, so it's got all your fish in it, your ducks, your swans. Like really strict bareback essentials, you know, just your wildegeese. This was like, I think, the first build I did in this challenge where I really, really pushed myself. The next build I'm about to show you I actually did before this one, but I think I picked up a few things from the next build that you're about to see and implemented them into that one. But that's my bear cave, everyone. I hope you like it. Okay, our next house has Amina J, Little X, and Art Simone living in it. I wanted this build to be... I'd seen some pictures of really modern houses being built into... I won't say ancient ruins, but I'm going to say ancient ruins. And it just looked really, really cool. I thought, what a great way to honour the past and make something new. And I wanted to try a build like that in this game. So I have. Let's go check it out. Okay, so here we are. This is the ancient ruin / modern house build challenge I made for myself. I wanted the terrain paint's all, stone pavers and big boulders that I sized up to fill the space. This is also the first build I did where I started playing around with different terrain heights and building a house kind of into and around that. I wanted to give this place like the feel of you were climbing to the top of Mount Olympus. So here we go. Beautiful, lots of big, beautiful plants, very lush, very green. For me, it was really important to counterbalance a lot of these neutral tones with bright flowers, luscious greenery. Otherwise, it just gets super, and just not fun visually to look at or play. So here we go. We've got our big statue. This is from the Hobbies and Businesses pack. I think it's a practice makes perfect statue. Big fountains, big, ancient doorways. Let's go through it. Okay, so we come through the front door. To the left is the kitchen, and I'm just going to zoom back a bit so that you can see the ruined walls I've built. That comes through to the study, which is completely glassed off. And that, actually, I'm going to put the walls back up. Now you've got the walls up. You can see that it's a modern house built into an ancient ruin. You can see that I've used all these ancient ruin walls and just kind of modernized them a bit. Tear down that wall. There we go. It's a fairly standard bathroom, but it does lean into the aesthetic. You've got your hot tub. You've got your fancy toilet. A nice tub and shower there as well. Then we're going to come up here. I don't know. I put a big statue there. It was just a way to fill that space, to be honest. There was no room I could turn it into other than a travelling space, I suppose. Up here, I forgot I put the aquarium in it. We've got an aquarium in here. Lots of lovely cute little fish. Look at that. No, look at that. That is nice. Everyone has their own bedrooms and ensuite. Once again, more balconies, because I said, I hate doing a roof. Everyone gets a patio. Hate it. And then up here, we've got another bedroom ensuite. This is the master bedroom ensuite. This is actually kind of cool. I'm going to put the walls up on this one because there's a lot of big glass panes in this. Just to want people to be able to kind of enjoy the view. The master bedroom also has access to its own hot tub, fire pit. So that's my Mount Olympus, ancient ruins, modern house inspo. This one was pretty early on in the build, actually. It took me a lot of time because I really don't know what I'm doing with a lot of these things. So there's a lot of building walls and then tearing them down. But I got there in the end. I'm really happy with the outcome. I think it looks like a fun place to play in. It's in the gallery if you want to play with it. So please have at it. All right, stop again. This is Bar Kylie Manor. This was my least favorite build in the game. Not because of how it looks, nothing was working. The dopamine had absolutely stopped dopamining. I did not have fun with this build, but that's to say it doesn't look good. But the theme of this build is occult lair. So I think vampires, werewolves, spellcasters, witches, the whole lot. So I really tried to stick to the werewolves, vampires, realm of magic, spooky stuff kit, all your dark occult packs for this build. There are a few things in the build that are outside of that pack, but it just couldn't be avoided. I'm really, really sorry, but I tried my best. But let's start with the landscaping. Down here is a pond. Now it's paused, so you can't really see them swimming around, but there are anglerfish and vampire squids and all the dark evil fish are in there. There's sharks, there's piranhas, there's wolf eels, all of it. So they're all in there, and you can fish and catch those. But it does have a lovely, pretty grotto. Once again, I tried playing around with the terrain levels and building a house around that. It is an old house. It's supposed to look old and scary and intimidating. So I wanted to have a lot of vertical aspect to it. So let's go into the front door, shall we? I put all the lights in here set to a green, which I think will really piss off Millie because no performer enjoys being lit under a green light. Got a skeleton, got a piano, got a little lounge living space, got a little water closet in here, a little toot, which I think is always really, really lovely to have next to the lounge room. I can't see any problems with that as far as living conditions go. Through here we've got a study, which I can see Argonaut on right now in his little bandana. So that's the study, and we come through here to the kitchen. The life and death pack was also something I used a lot. So we've got a lot of the Grimspiration counters in here, a lot of their ovens. I'm really about clutter at the moment, which is weird because I'm usually a clean lines and surfaces, but clutter in the right amount can really bring life to your house. Some people really do over clutter, and they're great for cozy builds. I like a bigger build, not just in my game. I've hung some dried flowers here, you know, to make potions and spells with. Rich, luxurious velvet curtains. Now we're going to go upstairs, and I have to admit, I built the shell of this house without thinking about the internal inlay, which is why I think I really didn't have fun with this build, because I kept trying to figure out where I could put things, and it just didn't work with my staircases and stuff. I broke all the rules. And there's a reason they exist. Come up the stairs, got a nice little chaise long here, Treasure Clown. We've got some nice little artwork. In here you have a library. We're going to come back to that. This is one of the bedrooms. Occult theme, so it is just a coffin. Then we have a Victorian style bedroom, bathroom. When you come up here, this is the library. Once you climb the ladder, you get into the primary suite. Those rich mahogany, red tones like that you can just associate with blood. And you've got your dresser, candles. Come through to a reasonably modest ensuite. You do have your vanity mirror there, but you do get access through this bedroom to the main rear balcony. It's only through the main rear balcony that you can access the turrets, and they come up here. So in each of the turrets is a spell tome, so you can cast your spells. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Oh, this is a lot of talking. So you can cast your spells and place your hexes. Down here, though, is little cauldrons. Now, these cauldrons, they do look like cauldrons, but they're actually little laser light shows, and I thought that was look at that. How fun is that? How fun is I'm going to turn them on? I turn them both on. That's so fun. Stupid little Halloween thing. I love it. Down here, obviously, we do have a cemetery because, it's the circle of life and it moves us all. That's all I really ever want to spend on this house. Although the landscaping is nice. I've put lots of little patios over roofs. Give me a patio over a roof. Put some gargoyles on, big looming windows. I did put a few roofs on it. It does need to be noted. That did have a big spire, but I've realised it's above the 4th floor and you can't build above the 4th floor in The Sims 4, which is a terrible fucking rule. God, I hope I never have to look at that house again. That one took me on and off 2 days because I just was not feeling it. It was a real struggle bus to get through. Our next house, however, was so much fun. I loved building this house. And it's got some really cool features and I can't wait to show you. So let's just get into it. This is where Deflower's, Juicy, and Ruby Slippers live. I'm going to play with Ruby Slippers. Not that I'm actually playing, I'm just... Alright, so this is where we have Deflower's, Juicy, and Ruby Slippers living in the same house. I wanted this house to look super, super modern, but also give it a young feel, maybe teenagers live there. So let's go down to the ground floor. This is a 4-story townhouse. And the big feature I love in this house is it has an underwater room. Yes, Davis! So when we come down here, it's like an underwater lounge, it's underwater entertaining space. So we have a bar, we have a dining space, bit of a lounge room. Now the bar actually used to sit in this recess here, until I realised I'd only put one other bathroom in the house, and that needed to change. Because it's a 4-story house. It takes Sims forever to get to the top floor. But I love it. So you can actually see like when people are swimming, you can see the little legs kicking about, see their shadows. I think it's a really, really fun feature. Thank you to Kate Emerald for doing a little tutorial on how to do this. I believe it was Kate Emerald. You have made my day, and you'll absolutely see this feature in another build coming up in the video. I am obsessed with it. Tiled all the walls, tiled the bottom of the pool. But let's go to the first floor. So we're going to come through the front door. To the right, we have a fairly stock standard kitchen. Got all your cabinets and stuff. Microwaves, all the modern utensils. Around here, we've got our living space and study under the stairs. I love finding a utility for under the stairs. I think it's a really clever way of using the space, and a study and a desk fit under there really well, and everything is completely functional. Out here though, you step off the small balcony into the pool, which is a massive pool that completely surrounds the house. There's so much space for activities. Oh, there's D-Flowers right now, having a bit of relax on the lazy river, just kicking back. Oh, girl. That's heaven. Look at her. Oh, she's ripped. D-Flowers has a body on her. So she's ripping the game. Now this is your pool house. There is... I put this in at the last... Oh God, my voice is going. I put this in at the last minute. I finished building a house and I thought, oh, what am I going to do with this space? Now, to get to the pool house, you actually have... You can't access it from anywhere. You do have to swim from the pool into the pool house. I put a barbecue and a dishwasher and stuff in here. And it must be noted that there is a kitchen and dishwasher and bin in the house. They have full access to everything, but for some reason, the Sims in this house are obsessed with swimming across the pool, cooking something, eating it, and then swimming back across the pool just to have something to eat. So I ended up having to put a dishwasher and a bin over here because you can't take your dirty plates in the pool with you. So we just sit there and rot. But I love it. It's like, look at that. Look at, that's cool. I'm really happy with that build and how it all turned out of the pool house. I just am so surprised that they kept coming through it. So here we go to the second floor. This has all the bedrooms in it and a study. I wanted the study to look really boring. Like it was the one room Dad wouldn't let you renovate. So all very beige, all very boring. But the bedrooms, let's take a look. God, I hope you can see them. I'm just going to shift that camera up. Everyone has LED lighting strips in their room, some fairy lights. It's all like wall-to-wall posters. There's even like a little cheerleader megaphone there. Neon lights. You know, pink and blue themed rooms. Not because it's binary. One, it's just the way the lights made it look. One is actually pink. One is like a purple. And the other is blue. And just because they're some of my favourite colours. These mirrors are in every room. They are heaven. They're from the high school used pack. Did I specifically buy the high school used pack just for these mirrors? Yes, I did. Do I regret it? Not in the slightest. I love them. They come in so many colours. They're so fun. They glow. Just like, come on, representation. I put that in because it reminded me like the Mockingjay logo. Yeah, moment of silence for Tequila Mockingjay. Not dead. I just don't like hearing it talk, so I prefer the silence. Lots of pride flags. Love it, love it, love it. Skateboards, because fuck it. In here, lots of posters. This one's a bit kind of a spookier theme. We've got a little... Can we talk about this? Can we talk about this? Who is this diva? Who is she? Drago. Her name's Drago. We're going to rename her. Name a stuffed animal. Oh, I know. She's a Triceratops. So we're just going to call her Ceratops. So that's little Ceratops. I had so much fun with this because it was just decorating rooms for teenagers, which they just have to really be fun and do their job. No function, no luxury. In here we've got the bathroom. Once again, this is the room Dad wouldn't let us renovate. Oh. So just sleek, modern, boring. Blah. But if we go up to the next floor, yes, we have the skill room. So this is a completely, this top floor is complete glass. 360 degree, uninterrupted views. Here we have where you can practice the piano, practice your pottery, actually get into it, girl, mold that clay. This thing's fun, like it's good gameplay. It came with the businesses and hobbies pack. That's a kiln beside it, so we can do our thing. We can paint different colours. We've got our photo studio, art easels, crafting, streaming table for online content. Oh, look at it, he's doing it already. You go, you good thing. So all in all, this is just I think it's a really good house for young adults. Super, super fun to build. I love all the features, and very proud of myself for learning, build an underwater room. I think visually it's just really cool and I like it. Oh, Ruby's home from work, heading straight to the bar. Oh no, straight to the toilet. All right, I'll let you piss in peace, girl. Let's go to the next house. Okay, so our next house, we're getting towards the end, I promise. You might remember these four boys. This is the Count, Cyborg Stewie, Muslim Mary, and Chonky Nerd. Now, I put them in the game to be, I suppose, love studs for all the drag queens. I initially built, I didn't even build the house. I pulled it from the gallery and it was just like 4 single layout. Like it was kind of like a dorm type thing. There's just 4 one-story small homes on the one lot. And I actually really liked that concept of having like a complex of townhouses. But I wanted to elevate it quite literally. So I've made them all 2-story houses. Each house has now been built, landscaped, and decorated to their personality types. Their backyards have been redecorated and landscaped to their personality types or individual needs. And I've also really elevated communal spaces as well. So if you don't remember what it looked like beforehand, we did get a good look at it when we came over here to beat the absolute shit out of Muslim Mary. If you haven't watched that video, I will tag it below. Go and check it out. It's fun. We hate Muslim Mary. Gross. But let's go see what I've done for these boys. Okay, so we come through. We've got the main lot. I've landscaped the whole courtyard. Strung up big lights. It just gives it like a... Oh no, like it's just a cooler vibe, I feel. We should come back at night and see this. But our first house on the left is Cyborgstein, the alien, obviously. There's the portal. I will make alien contact and we'll bring somebody else into the world. I think it's just a cool little gameplay feature. Here is the Count's backyard. He doesn't need a lot. This was my first time working with like sinking things down. I've done a lot of stuff where I brought platforms or terrain up. This is my first time trying to do a recessed living space. It turned out okay. It did what it said on the box. But let's go check out the house. So this is the Count's house. If I was to put that wolf on the ground, it actually jumps out. Like it's one of those animatronic Halloween props. It's so fun. But I really just wanted it as an identifier for the Count's house on the outside. I added a bit more greenery on the outside as well, just to kind of zhuzh it up. But on the inside, fully renovated. Big difference. So we've got our Grimspiration kitchen. Here's the Count, likes a bit of a good time. So we've got they call it the inspiration or aspiration closet. Don't know. Anyway, it's a bar. It's fun. Dark tables, dance and laugh. We've got our dark marble tables, big high back chairs, rich velvety curtains, all very Anne Ross. It's wearing flippers. You don't like that. And glasses. And a hearing aid. What's happened there? Alright, cool. Representation matters. Good. The Count is deaf now. Everyone in this build has a gaming console and controllers. Everyone. They all do it. They're 4 young boys living in townhouses. They've got their gaming stations. Let's go up to the next floor. We come around here, we've got study, gaming center, another gaming center, and bookshelf. We've got a nice little chaise-longue. This is the bathroom. Dark, mysterious, luxurious, blood, sex, drama, money, generational wealth. Oh, speaking of generational wealth, we've got the big portrait of his father, Daddy Vladislav Stanislavski. I don't know, it's something. Anyway, he's like the main Dracula. He's the main vampire in the game. Coming along here, I love this wallpaper. I am obsessed with it. Obsessed with it. Let's come through. So we've got ancient portraits, candelabras, rich wallpapers, and of course the coffin. Doesn't need a bed. What's he going to do with it? And his outdoor dining and entertainment area is fully shaded with an umbrella because in the game his vampire skills are increasing, which means he will not be out loud outside for very much longer. So that is the count. We're going to go back down to Cyborgstein now. This is pod. Everything's pod. So this is actually like an alien live space squid. That's his little, one of his little pets. Assortment of space shards and crystals. Very like, I wanted to use a lot of metals and whites and greys in this build. I love it. This was a lot of fun to try and figure out how to do. I don't know why that just moved the rug, but it moved the rug. The rug should be sitting there beneath there. Again, gaming console, controllers. There's that mirror again. I love it. You're going to start seeing a lot of these, actually. I think I did buy the pack for these mirrors, so I am going to get my money's worth. Because I have absolutely no intention whatsoever of playing high schools with teenagers. Gross. Once was a bad enough, thank you. We've got our alien computer. Everything kind of space themed. In there is a live space porcupine. Another little space pet. Look at it! Look at it! Mama, look at it! Love it. He's also got the Dream Pod sleeping bed as well. You come through here. Fairly standard bathroom. Oh, that's right, the space, the UFO neon light. But let's show you while I've got Shiz here. Show us how we make contact. Attempt alien contact. Okay, here he comes. Boom! We have another alien! So let's meet them. What's their name? Trevor Street. Oh, good. Hi, Trevor. And Trevor just helps himself. He just walks around and does whatever he needs to do. Okay, now we're going to move on to Chonky Nerd. I really enjoyed this one. Chonky Nerd is your lovable, cuddly, thickums boy. He's a plant daddy. He's into gaming. He's into Pokemon. Just the sweetest baby angel. Now, look at this rug. Pokemon card rugs. Eat it up, motherfuckers. Gaming consoles, as always. Here he has a sim ray. Now, he doesn't know it yet because he hasn't played with it, but this ray will actually freeze people, and if I upgrade it, it will transform objects into other objects.
Yes.
Okay, Muslim Mary, we hate you. You are freeze ray. Suck it. God, I hate you. Oh, now the count's scared of me. You're a literal vampire. Now, in Chonky's backyard, he's literally building a rocket. Because Legos for babies. I'm just kidding, Legos very cool. Alright, we're going to go back upstairs to Chonky's house. Okay, upstairs in Chonky's unit, we've got Lego Bunny statues, neons, lots of, Star Trek, Star Wars inspired posters, gaming console, neon light, bed, his dresser. Bathroom's pretty cool. So he has like a chemical shower. It still functions as a normal shower. He's got all the modern accoutrements, a modern toilet, and out here, because he is a logical queen, he's got his chessboard and his telescope. Always looking to the sky, our Chonky. While he's frozen, let's go check out Muscle Mary's house. Now, this one is all orange. He's going to hate it, because I don't think he likes orange. I think I put that into his character traits. If it doesn't, I'll cheat it so that he hates it. But this is his house. I didn't intentionally set out to make this like a peach and orange house, but I just kind of fell in love with this wallpaper and that fridge and went, this is happening. So, once again, these are all just kind of bachelor patty stuff. He's got his gaming console, his magazines, TVs. You know, the kitchen's all fairly standard layouts here. Because it's a complex of townhouses, they all do actually have the same layout because that's the way they get built. How you decorate this, I loved decorating this house. Yeah, I think I'm going to use orange a lot more in my builds. I really had a lot of fun with it. He's got his neon signs up, his bed, shower there. Out on the balcony, he's got gym equipment. Down here, he has gym equipment, basketball hoops, treadmill, and tiki torches. I really enjoyed building that one. It didn't take me very long. Once I kind of knew I had to stick to a colour scheme and stick to the theme, which makes sense because this was the last one I did. Which brings us to our new pool area. Now, if you are watching from outside of Australia, particularly in America, this might freak you out. We have to have a gated pool area. I thought I'll throw that into the build as well. Everyone has their own deck. We've got a spa. You know, I put a bar in. I just made this place look so much better. I do encourage you to go back and look at my other video with this build in it because you'll see exactly how much work has gone into it. Now they've got a grotto as well. So that's my 4 townhouses for the boys, and I am happy with it. Like I said, and I will keep reiterating this, I am not an experienced builder, but I really, really, really wanted to challenge myself, and I am elated with the outcome. I never ever thought I'd be able to build this stuff, build to the level I'm building. So it's kind of made me think, oh God, I want to get into more of this. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Whew. All right, so you may remember a few videos ago I introduced into the game Dean Arcuri, Lazy Susan, Mum, Justin Talika, and Tilly Capulet. They all had their own little small houses on this massive lot. This is the biggest lot in Newcrest, and it didn't look wonderful. So I built them a Spanish-inspired mansion. Now, I kind of cheated here. I mean, not really. I did actually build this mansion from scratch for another video that I never ended up doing. So I put it in here and then added to it because in the original build, it only had 2 bedrooms and a very small kitchen for the staff because it was supposed to be like an expensive castle that you could rent out and go for like for a holiday destination. But I put it in this game and I have added things to it, and now it exceeds all my expectations, and I really hope you enjoy this one. So welcome to my Spanish castle. I really wanted to have the feel of like big steps, open courtyards, you know, plaza where people are randomly like playing chess and drinking coffee. So the bottom floor is like all open. Let's tear down these walls and show you the build. So we've kind of got like the parlor here. We've got a piano, you know, some doll's house and stuff like that. In here is a business center. So there's 3 computers there. Anyone in the house can use them at all times. We've got big armored soldiers coming through. The great big dining hall. Oh, hi, Justin. There's Tilly Capulet. Great big dining hall with big majestic candelabras. There's Lazy Susan, who has come down from the kitchen. Now, I'm going to show you this kitchen in a second, actually. Now, poor Dean Arcuri, who I made a werewolf, but now I can't figure out how to turn him back out of a werewolf. So he's like... Okay, so originally I'll take you downstairs to this kitchen because this is supposed to be like a staff quarters area, so that's still there, but it's very bleak. I haven't touched the kitchen. I kind of like the fact that it's this big sprawling mansion with like this basic kitchen and a toilet which apparently you need to step into. Look, I was still playing with levels, and I think I've actually just glitched this. I don't know how to make this space usable anymore. So that is a bathroom that no one can use. Before we go up to the second floor, let's just take a look around here at this beautiful landscaping. Gorgeous path. Around to the pool and grotto. No, there it is for some reason. Okay, there's the pool and grotto. Swinging around here. These big open patios. I just love, like, you sit out there. I mean, look at this light. You can just sit out there and have your coffee in the mornings and have a really great time. And just a graveyard, for graveyard's sake. I think it's an old castle. It's not unreasonable to believe that somebody might have died in this. But here we go, up to the second floor. We're going to throw some walls up. Another great hallway. You know, all your pennants and flags. Obviously bears. Out here we have another courtyard. We've got a bar and seating area. In here, I love these bedrooms. I mean, if you were to spend a night in a Spanish castle, that's what you'd think the bedroom looks like. Got your vanity table, your big canopy beds. I love these bedrooms. Like, if you're going to spend a night in a Spanish castle, this is what you'd want the bedrooms to look like. I mean, you've got your vanity table, your big canopy beds, you know, your steamer trunks, you know, like your Tuscan tiles, footed bathtubs, open showers, gold laden toilets, like just full Spanish Armada. Like, back through the Great Hall. A little stairwell downstairs. And the other side repeats itself here. So you'll notice it's a mirror image. Everything is the same. Now, here's where it gets cool. Here's where we go from centuries old Mediterranean mansion to lush extravagance. Okay, down here, there's my favorite wallpaper again. We have 3 bedrooms, all with their own ensuite. Plenty of places to go to the torch and freshen up. Loving the old mirrors and the candelabras in the room. Loving the texture wallpaper, carpets, floors. That is a built-in closet. Now you can actually go in there and cry at it. I'm obsessed with that feature. Third bedroom, big luxurious closets, big luxurious bathroom, big luxurious bathrooms. A his and his, or a hers and hers. Big closets. Big bed. Like, that is heaven. And that steamer trunk, mama, puss. And here's how we get a little bit fancy. In-house cinema, darling. In-house cinema. We've got all your movie seats. And down here, here's where you've got all your suites. So I'll show Jean, who's sitting on the floor for some reason. Having a wolf nap. You can make your own ice cream. You can make your own candy. You know, you've got your donuts there. Over here, you've got your drinks and snack station. Your plates and things like that. Up here, there's a bar, I believe. Oh, yes. And then you've got movie posters and movie memorabilia. You know, your billboards and stuff like that. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. There's the bar. I just really pleased with how this one turned out. It took a while to try and figure everything out, but we got there in the end. So, Dean Arcuri, Tilly Capulet, Mum, Justin Talika, Lazy Susan, I hope you enjoy your new abode, because the last one was terrible. All right, guys, gals, all my non-binary pals, this is the last house, I promise you. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. Thank you for sticking around if you've stuck around this long. But I've saved the best for last. This house is lush! Holy fuck, I just got abducted! I'll get fucked! Oh god, I hope I don't come back. That is the second time you've been abducted, Lisa, man. We're going back. Oh my god! She's off to bed. Oh, she's not happy about it. She's not happy about it. Nothing gets the blood boiling. They're being poked and prodded on an alien ship. Oh, sorry, girl. Okay, sorry. So now I've been abducted. Let me actually show you the house. This is my Southampton mansion. This house exudes old money, but with a modern twist. I am really, really thrilled with it. So we're going to come through to the bottom floor. Come through the big double doors. Everything's marble. You've got your recess lounge room, mega TV. You've got your grand piano. You can see everyone swimming because the pool is on the second floor. Gorgeous, massive kitchen. Great big island, full of all the accessories. Your knives, your spoons, your spatulas, more knives. Tea and coffee making facilities. All the Schmapple products, I should say. My Schmapple coffee machine, my Schmapple fridge, my Schmapple microwave. Big sprawling cabinets. Around here we've just kind of got like a breakfast nook. A couple of my acting awards are on there. I really wanted to make this like modern but cozy. So I've kind of spliced a few coffee tables to go around and create a table in the shape of the bay window. Cabinet touches, lots of greenery. We come around here, we've got the formal dining. You know, it's all very stark, all very Ned Stark. We come down here, we've got just a small water closet in there, guest toot. Then we've got double gaming station. We come down this long hallway. We've got like a bit of a sitting area, which then comes out onto. Look at those doors. Look at those doors. I am obsessed with them. They are so beautiful. Comes out to the big balcony. Hedge gardens. Hedge gardens everywhere. Don't know what a swing set's doing there. Let's get rid of that. Sell that. And come around here. We've got outdoor entertainment area. These are all fairy lights and vines going through the rotunda, the gazebo. Couple of seats. These are those coffee tables that have the flames in them. They're gorgeous. Outdoor barbecue. And now we're going to go up to the second floor, which is kind of where the fun begins. We've got main bathroom here. Oh, come on. Big, gorgeous doors. We've got... Actually, come on, let's take this down. In the bathroom, we've got a big shower. Big shower, all of the things. Your little jacuzzi, hot tub. Your lotions, ointments, bubble baths, towels. Robes. 2 sinks, 2 giant mirrors, your hand towels there, candles. You've got your toots there, your bathroom organiser, laundry hamper. Yeah, just some hanging plots in there to bring a bit of greenery. This is just kind of like a general, I suppose, like it's a travel space. But I needed space to make my videos, so I put my streaming station here, and then just another computer there under the stairwell. Coming through to my bedroom, pink and green. There's that mirror again. Just a little ensuite there, looking cute. Nothing too special in here. I've got my dresser, which, and I've got my patio. Now this is my telescope and yoga mat, because as you know, I'm a fitness fanatic. I just thought it'd be funny if Lisa Mann had a yoga mat. So I put it in there. Now that steps out onto the star of the house. This is so gorgeous. This is the, I suppose like the pool club, I suppose. So we've got our bar here, fully stocked, ready to entertain, VIP buckets. You've got, you know, chairs and tables. You've got all your sunbeds here with your towels, your suntan lotion, umbrella. Oh God, my voice is going. Thank God this is the last house. Little ottoman there for sitting. More, you know, casual general party areas. In the pool. Now I'm going to just pop down in the pool for a second because I love it. I've lined the pool with the, you know, Baroque tiles. Lovely white lilo. Over here we've got more. Outdoor dining tables. This is just going to be kind of like where it's at. Lots of greenery as well here, just to kind of brighten up the place. I love it. I love this. I spent so much time on this house trying to get it all out. This house was really kind of Kate Emerald inspired by. So Kate, if you're watching, as if Kate Emerald is ever going to see this video. But if you do, I want you to know that you just inspire me so much as a builder. The things you do are so beautiful and clean and majestic, and I love them. So I've tried to do something like that. Something like you do, but with my own little twist on it. Up here, we've got two more bedrooms. This is kind of like a younger person's bedroom. You know, got your fairy lights on the canopies. Oh. And no ensuite in this one. This one is like a kind of study. Not really a study. I just want to divide, like, this is kind of where they kept some of like the heirlooms and artifacts. So we've got, you know, the big portraits, you know, the sunflowers, like antique photos, all your tchotchkes and bookshelves and things like that. Because leading into this bedroom, I wanted this bedroom to scream old money. I wanted textured wallpapers. I wanted thick brocades. I wanted velvet. I wanted everything. So I wanted to look like you could come into this bedroom and be super uncomfortable to touch anything. Lots of muted colours. It's all in the white and grey colour scale. Just absolutely like luxury. So that's what I've done. Thick plush carpets, your vanity mirrors, your big, you get famous dresses. That does not scream old money, but I am obsessed with it and I don't care. I make absolutely no apologies for it. In here, we just got a little ensuite, toilet, shower, bathrooms, like, you know, sink, all that kind of stuff. But it does lead, you do have your own balcony out here onto, not your own balcony, but your ensuite does lead out to the terrazzo where, you know, you've got a hot tub. And this is where I put another lattice thing. I can't tell you how proud I was of that. Oh, what is that? Oh, hang on. Build mode. I just wanted, you know, to have a lovely view of the back, because it leads straight out onto the pond, to the river. You've got all these beautiful trees and your own, of course, beautiful backyard. So this one is, I think, like, I don't know. I felt really like, of all the builds I've done, I think this is the one that I would fuck with the most. This is the aesthetic I love. Clean, sprawling mansions. But guys, because I'm a non-binary pals, that's my neighborhood. I tore it all down, built it from scratch, gave each lot a theme or build challenge, and I really, really, really pushed myself. I've been building this for, oh God, like a week and a half, maybe a bit longer, and trying new things and learning it. And I can really see how I've grown as a builder as I've progressed through each of these houses. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this ride. All of these houses and all of the queens are in my gallery. If you want to have a play with them in your own game, please do. And also, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm such a new channel. Any engagement you can provide really means a big, big difference for me. So, yeah. Oh, so I'm so chuffed with myself. And thank you for watching. I love you. Ciao. See you in the next one. Bye.